Hi guys, we've had the charger on, our new charger, on the battery for, let's see how long, about 2 hours. We had it on all last night, and you plug it in, the lights come on, everything seems good. And I tested the battery because we got our battery tester here. And it was worse than it was before we plugged in the tester. So I was like, what's going on? Well, the lights can come on because this still had some power on it. But the cable here, somebody forgot to plug it in. So it was doing absolutely nothing last night except for draining the battery just a little more. So I know it's supposed to be on for about 6 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours on the repair setting. This is in Chinese, but Google Translate was able to tell me that was the repair side. So I'm going to unplug this a second and see about the progress. Last time it was at 14% good. That's not any good. We don't want that. We want it close to 80 plus. So I'm going to unplug this real quick and let's test it out. Okay, unplugged it. Okay. Make sure I know what I'm, not what I, make sure I film this. Well, that's good. This is already preset to our battery because I've been using it several times testing. So battery test, yes, enter. Regular flooded, yes. Cold cranking amps, 575. That's what this battery is rated for. And checking, it says check connection. Okay, try that again. There we go. Okay, well, it went from 14% to 25% healthy, which of course is not what we want. So we're going to keep leaving this on for a good 6 hours or so. That's supposedly what it takes, but we see improvement here. We got 11% improvement. So, all right, we'll be back with this. And I just want to thank our sponsors that helped me buy this. Maybe I'll still have enough money with this device, which was only about $15, $20 maybe. And I might have enough money left over I can buy some tires too. So fixing our battery saves us a lot of money rather than having to replace it. Probably still have to replace it at some point, but my goal is actually to add a couple batteries in time so that when we're traveling in the mountains and stuff, we have extra power for emergencies and whatever. You probably can see here I got a bunch of rust here. Need to clean all this up and put in a better bucket. Probably put in a bucket for another couple batteries so I can put several batteries in here. So we have power for other kinds of operations. Alright, but let's work with what we've got right now and get this hooked back up. Let's get another 11% or hopefully 100%. I don't think so. Okay, back to running it. I don't know if you can read it really, but it says 14.3 volts, 6 amps. Okay, we'll keep this going for the next several hours. Okay, good evening. I've been working on this battery for a few days, doing a basic charge with this charger for repair as a repair setting. I don't know if it's any good. Got it from like 17% all the way to 44%. And strangely, and I want to show you this, I did some taps on this battery from a video I saw. The video showed a guy throwing a battery like this across the floor and smashing on the shop floor. And amazingly, the case didn't break. I'm not going to try that because that sounds a little crazy. I don't want to break my case, and I don't really want to spend money on a new battery. But what I did do earlier, about 30 minutes earlier, was I'm going to take this off for a second. Shaking it here. And supposedly this will affect the sulfate crystals. I can't really do this very well from squatting position. I figure this much shock is not going to break my case. Okay, now I got up to 66%, so I'm not sure. Okay, so let's hook this back up, the tester, and test it and see if that little jarring did anything. Sorry to pause the video, I scared people. So yeah, it jumped up from 44 to 54. Now, I don't know why, but after I charged it for another 30 minutes, it went back to 44. So I don't know if this is just a temporary technique or if I need to charge it differently, move from the repair to regular charge. I'm going to just test it right away without charging it and see if it stays at 54 or what happens, or if it immediately goes back down. So this tester was not connected between the 44 and the 54 difference. That was just from some jarring. Maybe let me do some more jarring and see if it jumps up again like it did last time to 66. So let me try this. I can see the fluid is at the max level, so we're good with fluid. I don't want to break this, but if jarring the sulfate crystals can fix this, then we will see. I don't know if it's a temporary or if I undid it by trying to charge it under the repair mode. Okay, we're back to battery test here. I already have it set to my battery, so. All right. %. So it went from 54% to 59%. Let me try knocking it around a little bit and see if it can go any higher. So this is very strange, but just a little bit of knocking and it seems to improve. Okay, let's try again. Hopefully I don't break my battery. I tried finding the video on YouTube and Facebook. I don't know where I saw it. I think it was YouTube, a YouTube short. I'm not about ready to throw this hard. Okay, that's just a little bit of impact, you know. I've got a little massage machine. Thought maybe the vibrations might do something. Maybe that'll be my next experiment. Okay, let's go back here. Push my enter button. It was 59% last time, so 61%. So it went up 3 points. So I don't know if it's going to be any good me keep impacting this thing. Let me try getting my massager. I've got a massager that should give some vibration to this. I don't know if that'll be enough to do anything. Probably not, but it's worth a try, right? Let me get that. Okay, I've got my massager here. I think I'm gonna, I don't know. I guess I'll try it with this head on it. And see if this has anything. Turn it down. Okay, well, that was just a few seconds of that. Probably break my machine if I'm not careful. I don't really notice any real vibration on the part of the battery. I think it was kind of being tossed around by the weight of the big battery. Don't have any effect, but let's see if that little vibration has any effect. Kind of think it won't because the car has a lot of its own vibration, so it doesn't seem to repair batteries. So let's see here from 61%, see if it goes up. It went down to 51%, so 10% down. So strange. I wonder if it's a timing issue or what. Okay, so let me do some taps on here and see if I can't get it back up to 60 something. And then let's wait 5 minutes and see if it just goes down right away. Because if it just goes back down right after bumping it around, I think it's kind of a pointless fixing method. But okay, I'll just leave it at that. I don't care if it really got up too high because I want to see after 5 minutes if it's just going to go right back down or what. Okay, back to there. Testing from 51%. Let's see if that little jarring did what. 63. So that jarring's really good for getting it up. Now, let's do a 5 minute here and see what happens. Okay guys, it's been 5 minutes. Let's take a look and see what happened. We were at 63%. Now let's take a test here. It's just over 5 minutes now. Hit the right button there. %63% is turned to what in 5 minutes? Probably going down. 49. Yeah, that's gone down 14%. Interesting. So let's wait another, say, 15 minutes and see what happens next. Okay, we're back. It's been 15 minutes. Let's do another test here. Okay. %45%. So it's gone down 4%. Let's wait maybe an hour and see if it stabilizes at what. All right. Okay guys, it's been about an hour since we've left the battery from its last test. What's the importance of this? I mean, we've already seen in 15 minutes and 5 minutes that the charge after we've shocked the battery with impact by dropping it a little bit, like 3/4 of an inch maximum maybe, multiple times seem to rapidly increase the charge in the battery by shaking the sulfate crystals that are attached to the lead plates inside. Then we see that quite quickly those crystals seem to interfere again with the battery, so it's very, very temporary. So what application can this benefit? This is untested, but I really believe that it would help you in a pinch to start your car if you needed to in an emergency. Give it a bit of an impact and get that charge right back up. Sometimes I think you guys have experienced it. You get like a remote control, you knock the batteries a little bit. I don't know if that has to do with the contacts or shaking something up inside, but in this case, impacting the car battery seems to increase the charge quite a bit. So yeah, maybe if your car battery's a bit dead, take it out, drop it a ½ inch, a few times on the ground, shake it up a bit, and I'd probably do it about 20-30 times just to make sure it's up enough to make that difference to start your car. That's where I see the application being useful. I don't think it has any long-term effects, but right now we're going to check it out and see whether or not this technique has any long-term effects. Also, I'm thinking if we really wanted to fix this battery, probably doing these impacts like this and then dumping out all the fluid might take out some of the crystals. We'd save the fluid and filter it out and just leave the crystals in the filter like a cloth or something. This is just hypothetical, but maybe that would work, maybe it wouldn't. But I think the most important would be being able to temporarily start your car by temporarily changing the voltage and the amps available. All right, we're gonna turn this camera around and give it a final look at what happens after. First it was 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and now an hour. After this, I'm just gonna charge it on regular charge and see what happens to it tomorrow. All right, bye. Okay, we're gonna hook up our tester and get a go here. Battery test, regular flooded, cold cranking amps, 575. %43%. So it seems like after 15 minutes it just stabilized about 43%. Okay, I'm going to put it on regular charge. I really do need to clean this up. but let's see here. Something seems to be a little off on the negative terminal for charging. I hope that's working. On the test it was giving me a headache. Okay, this is on repair. I'm going to switch it to regular charge and car. And this is only on because of the battery, so don't be deceived by it being on. Okay, and I'm going to turn my switch on. So now it's going, and let's see if I can read it. This is a kind of a junky little charger, but it works. Says 14 volts and 6.2 amps. Kind of, yeah. All right, I'll leave it another night. This has already been about a night or a day and a half charging. After we hit it with impacts, it changed a little bit, but I think it was 41% last time, and now it's 43%. So let's give it another day, see how it goes. I'll keep playing with this. This battery should be useful as long as I keep it charged or keep driving the bus. So, all right, thank you guys. Leave it to charge, and if I have any updates, I'll let you know.